Life for All presents Daily Food series, The Word of Life, The Fellowship of Life, and the Living Stones for the Edification. Volume 1. The Time Has Come for God to Rule the Earth, by Pedro. Title of
Week 3, God is light, and in Him there is no darkness at all. Saturday, clothed with the new man, we maintain the fellowship of life. Read with prayer. That you put off, concerning your former conduct, the old man, which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. That you put on the new man, which is created according to God, in true righteousness and holiness. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 22 through 24. In the epistle to the Ephesians, Paul adds something more about what our attitude toward the sinful nature should be. That you put off, concerning your former conduct, the old man which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that you put on the new man, which was created according to God, in true righteousness and holiness. Chapter 4, verses 22 through 24. The enemy of God is the lie itself. He uses the lust of the old man to deceive us, but he can only act while we are clothed with the old man. If we take off the garment of the old man, the devil will not be able to operate in us. Therefore, let us put off the old man and be renewed in the spirit of our understanding. That is, let us renew our mind, which is still so traditional and natural. Let us put on the new man, created according to God, in righteousness and holiness that come from the truth. Whenever we do so, we will no longer walk in vanity and lies. The negative things are in the old man, but in the new man is the truth. And what comes from the truth is righteousness and holiness. When advising us not to lie to one another, the apostle does not say that we should do so because we need to walk according to the rules of ethics and morals, but rather because we are members of one another. Therefore, speaking the truth to one another is a requirement for fellowship. In other words, in order not to interrupt our fellowship with other brothers and sisters, we must speak only the truth. In this way, we maintain the fellowship of life that circulates among us, and the result is peace among us. These are the things you shall do. Speak each man the truth to his neighbor, and give judgment in your gates for truth, justice, and peace. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 16. Today we are light in the Lord, and therefore let us walk as children of light. The children of light generate goodness, justice, and truth, and his life pleases the Lord, as it is written, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord." Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth, finding out what is acceptable to the Lord. Ephesians chapter 8, verses 8 through 10. While we live on earth, it is essential that God be pleased with every action we perform. Thus his will shall be fulfilled. Let us not think evil of the brothers and sisters, for even if it is only in our thoughts, we can sin. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 17. Let us not harbor negative feelings in our hearts against our neighbors, or love false oaths. Let us not love gossip or slander, nor allow people to speak ill of others to us, for God detests all these things. He wants his church to walk in truth. In speaking to the Ephesians, Paul continues, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. For it is shameful even to speak of those things which are done by them in secret. But all things that are exposed are made manifest by the light. For whatever makes manifest is light." Chapter 5, verses 11 through 13. The works of darkness do not produce fruit. Someone may speak well and seem very spiritual, but if what he is doing is the work of darkness, there will be no fruit. It is by the fruit that we know the tree. It is not about the appearance of spirituality or about preaching beautiful messages. Light reproves the work of darkness. Therefore, when the light of the Word began to shine brightly among us, it began to expose the works of darkness. Those who do the works of darkness cannot tolerate light, because everything that makes manifest is light. Since we started to believe that the prophetic word carries out the work of God, many hidden things have been uncovered. If in the fellowship of life, God exposes the darkness, sins, and unjust acts that may exist in us, let us understand that this light is not intended to condemn us, but to produce a good conscience so that we may serve the living God. How much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to God, cleanse our conscience from dead works to serve the living God. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 14. The Lord wants all members to serve him, not in darkness, not in sin, but in the light, with a clear conscience.